Hey guys, this is for anyone, both sufferer and also carer, if you are suffering from a chronic illness like chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia. Now, one of the hardest things about CFS is the communication breakdown between your loved one or loved ones and the sufferer, in the sense that how do I express how I'm feeling without feeling guilty about feeling that way? And also, how do I, as a carer, help my loved one without being an annoyance or nuisance to them? And this is the thing I just want to clear up straight away, is that if you're a carer, and you're a sufferer watching this, carers they love you. And so their way of, caring for you sometimes can become a problem because, they're caring too much, and they maybe, that you might feel a bit suffocated by their care. And, you might feel like pressured by because of their caring for you, if that makes sense. It sounds silly, but it's true. Like if, you feel a sense of obligation if someone cares for you so much and they're kind of checking in on you all the time and how are you feeling and all that kind of stuff. So here's what I want to give, here's the advice I want to give you. Have a conversation together about this. Basically, if you're a sufferer, you need to be the one who asks for help. And also, as a carer, you need to stop checking in on the person who's suffering all the time, asking them how they are. Now, it sounds a bit blunt, but I'll tell you why. If you're constantly checking in on someone who's not feeling well and you're asking them, how are you feeling? The answer is probably going to be pretty shit. And they're probably going to feel really bad. And then when they talk about how bad they probably feel worse because they feel guilty about how they feel, because they don't want to feel the way they're feeling. And so not only that, when you're constantly talking about how bad you feel, you usually just feel worse. Okay? So if you stop that and you start to give them space, one, it stops mental rehearsal of constantly talking about how bad you're feeling all the time, which is brilliant. If you can stop that, that's a huge step. If you can also stop that constant rehearsal in your head that something's wrong, really, really good. 3, it's a better relationship between both of you, because two of you aren't going to butt heads all the time and you're not, walking on eggshells. You have a really clear conversation and communication from now, which means that, hey, I care for you, I love you, I want to help you, but I'm not going to check in on you all the time. Yes, I might ask you how you're doing today, or have you, what good things have you done today? And that's the other thing, tip for carers out there, ask better questions. Ask things like, what's something good that's come from today? What have you learned? Is there anything new that you've learned about yourself today? Things like that are actually uplifting and give you opportunity to think about something that's useful and brilliant, rather than, oh, I feel bad today, or I didn't sleep well, or this and that. Because there's always going to be little bits of problems here and there, regardless of whether you've had a good day or a bad day, okay? Second thing, again, with the communication, I care for you, I love you. If you need help, you can just ask me and I'll help you. So I just want to let you know that, rather than me checking on you all the time and seeing if you're okay, I'm just going to, just let you come to me if you need help. And that way I'm not going to walk on your parade, rain on your parade, or walk in, and kind of put too much pressure on you. And I think it'll be better, because then I don't have to keep thinking, constantly about how you're doing. And then also it might be better for you. Maybe if you need help, then you can just come to me and I'll help you. Does that make sense? If you can do that, I think that'll be really good. And then, but if you're someone in the position of being cared for, you need to accept that and go, okay, all right, cool. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Yes, I will. If I am struggling, I will reach out for help as long as I feel like I can. Is that okay? And then, you've got to have a conversation around it. But basically, what I'm saying is having clear communication and conversation around this whole area will just create a bit more ease. And I think it's just really tough for the loved ones, for the parents or the carers. I think that's really tough going through what you're going through. It's hard, it's not easy, but it's also just as hard for the sufferer as well in this instance. So if you can both work together as a team and just like have that conversation, I think it'll be a lot easier and better long term. Give it 3 or 4 weeks of changing it to this way and see the difference it makes. You'll be very surprised. I remember when I went through chronic fatigue syndrome, my dad and my mum loved me so much, but they smothered me. They constantly asked how I was, and all I could say was I didn't feel good. And so that just rehearsed me how bad I was all the time. Even things like going for dinner, well, I don't feel well enough to go to dinner, or I feel sick, or this or that. And then it would just spiral out worse and worse. Whereas what happened was, I said to my dad one day, I said, can you stop asking me how I am all the time? Because I feel guilty and it makes me feel worse. And he said, yep. He said, I love you, I care for you. If you just need help, just let me know and I'll help you. And that was a really pivotal changing point for me, because I stopped focusing on all the shit things and I had time and space and more energy to focus on right now and what I could do in that moment. And that was brilliant. So hope that helps, guys. Sending you all the love in the world. If you need more help, go to cfshealth.com. You can book in a session with me if you email info@cfshealth.com and say session and what you want help with, and we can book a time. Otherwise, we can get you straight into the program too, which is all on the website. Speak to you soon and all the best. Bye.